Now in previous video we have learned the concept of graph editors, and now we are going to use that concept over here. So let's go inside the star and let's try to change the color of this one to somewhere around this color over here. And now accept this opacity property. I'm going to select all of this keyframes. I can go to the graph editor and I can select this graph, and by holding shift I can adjust this anchor point over here. Similarly, I can select this and adjust this anchor point over here. So if I hit spacebar, I'll get something like this. Okay, over here. Similarly, in this star, another thing I can do over here is that I can create a one stroke animation as well. So for that, what we can do, I can go inside this contains, and right now I have this polystar over here. But instead of duplicating over here, I am going to select this layer and I can hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, and I'll change the color of this one to yellow over here, so it would be easy for me to understand that this is the different layer. Then over here for this one, obviously because I have created duplicated this layers, obviously all the keyframes are gonna be the same. So what I can do over here is that I'm going to delete this fill, but before deleting this fill, I need the color information of this. So I'm going to click over here and I'll copy this color code by hitting Ctrl C, and let's cancel. And then select this and let's delete this fill. And I'm going to go in stroke, and over here I'm going to press Ctrl V and hit OK, like that. And over here, if you see, we are getting this over here, but right now we need to adjust the stroke. So what we can do, I can go over here, and over here you will find this search option. Generally what happens is that we go inside the contains, polystral, stroke, and then we can adjust the stroke rate. Instead of that, what we can do, simply select that specific layer, and in this search option you can type that property, for example stroke. So they are automatically gonna show the stroke width option. So you can simply click over here, you can hit U, you can go to around 2 seconds, and over here you can change the value of this stroke. And then I am going to increase the size of this star over here. So now if you see, I'm gonna get something like this. Now initially stroke, I'm going to choose 20 like this over here, and size also should be 0, and select those scaling stroke keyframe, hit F9, go to the graph, select this graph, shift or move this handle over here and move this handle over here. So we'll get something like this over here. Okay, and you can change the scale. You can select this scaling keyframe, and you can bring this a little bit forward so it will animate a little bit later, like that. Okay, and if you see this in main animation, now you're gonna get this kind of revealing animation. Okay, so this is how you can use graph editors and you can create this kind of animation. And at this point, when the animation is gonna end somewhere around at 2 seconds, I can hit N and I can get this kind of stuff over here.